Hi guys, this is Bobby with One More Fitness. And what I want to talk to you about is why you should throw away the meal plans and the more structured nutrition protocols and really start focusing on your habits. All right. A lot of times, like when we're on like diets, all right, short-term diets, and that's why people don't like the word diet, is because it usually means something very structured, something deprived here. And when you start focusing on basically building good habits, and everything is based on habits, and everything is based on the skills that we have. So if you want to improve your nutrition, and no one really wants to improve their nutrition because they really want to improve their nutrition, most people want to improve their nutrition because they want a certain result here. And if we can make it easier, more sustainable, getting those results like that will always be a lot stressful, a lot less enjoyable. And if you enjoy the journey, you're gonna get more out of this. So instead of doing a super structured meal plan or doing like a really tough diet, is really think about the habit building. And the whole thing about habit building is just doing it on such a regular basis that it becomes second nature, that you get good at. And the second thing is that it becomes a skill, because everything's a skill. If you go to the gym, you haven't ever squatted, you have to build that skill. And eventually, if you squat properly, the more skilled you are, the more effective it is, the easier it is. So it's the same thing with nutrition, is focus on habits. So the idea of this is, like, if you try to change too many things at once with habits, it's very hard to make it a habit, and it's very hard to make it get good at it. So you would focus on 1 to 2 things, and you just want to I would either practice that every single day for 2 weeks. It doesn't have to be perfect. You might have bad days where you don't do too well, but then you're just going to learn from it and try to do a little better and a little better. So it's almost like you can't fail. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is just to practice the skill like you would do if you were playing a sport and you were in practice. That's why they call it practice. You're not supposed to be perfect. You practice so you get better at it. Or you could do it until you get to a certain compliance level. So say you want to eat 5 fruit, combination of 5 fruits and 5 vegetables every day, and maybe you would practice that until you were able to do that like 80% of the time. Okay, you could do something like that. So those are 2 choices for you. And sometimes what we think of this, what we want the most is we want quick results. But first of all, we have to think long term. Okay, what kind of results do I want long term? And are these like little quick fix diets the best solution? And the other thing, you can get pretty fast results if you really start asking yourself powerful questions, and you find out like the 2 or 3 habits that if you change this year would completely change your body, your health, your fitness. Because usually when it comes to like nutrition or really anything, there are certain things that are holding you back. There's limiting factors. So for some people, it could be that you eat too fast. You eat too fast and you overeat constantly, even when you're eating healthy food. And if you could get good at eating slower this year, like that would help you so much. That would help you lose weight, feel more energetic, all that stuff. Or for some people, maybe it's how you deal with stress. So instead of dealing with stress properly by maybe getting more sleep, using exercise, talking to people, you go home and have 3 glasses of wine. If you could cut your wine out, but more importantly, deal with stress better, get better sleep, rely on your relationships, use exercise to de-stress. Again, that could change your body, and this won't be the same for everyone. But if you can find those if you can find like the top 3 things that if you change this year, that will completely change your life. And this year you made it like a top priority to make sure that you do those things. That's all you have to do, and you can get really quick. You could get really quick results, even if you took a little longer. So say your 3 things are eating slow. Like you're a very fast eater, you just need to eat slow. And maybe the second thing is that we'll give the wine example. You drink too much wine too many nights, right? Your job stresses you out, kids stress you out. If you found a better way to deal with your stress, and let's say the third one is, we'll go back to the 5 fruits and vegetables. If you focus on those 3 things, even if you focus on each one for a month, in the next 3 months, if you did all those things well, you probably accomplished a lot, and you probably gotten some pretty good results. You probably lost some body fat. You probably have a lot more energy. You probably feel better about yourself. All these things, okay? So instead of going on a diet that deep down you know that it's going to start and it's going to stop, focus on 3 habits that you can really get good at and set the stage for results for the rest of your life.